It's every person's desire to get a well-paying job and live a comfortable life. But to get a high-paying job, sacrifices must be made. This is where education is paramount. Like it is said, education is a key to secure a beautiful future. Thus, attaining a high education qualification is one of the ways to guarantee you a high-paying job in Uganda. This does not imply that those with low qualifications don't stand a chance, but the fact still remains, the more you learn, the more you earn. In this video, we are going to talk about the 12 most high-paying jobs here in Uganda. So if you enjoy the content, stick around until the end of the video because I'm going to give you all the details about these jobs. In number 12, we have United Nations jobs. UN jobs are not easy to land and secure, but if you manage to secure employment with them or top NGOs, your life will never be the same again. Jobs like IT, project management, finance, health, and so many others have a good salary, and on top of that, UN workers also enjoy good working environment, maternity and paternity leaves, family health insurance, and pension. An average fresh graduate in the UN earns around 10 million Ugandan shillings, while experienced individuals earn up to 40 million shillings. Then in number 11, we have an actuary. This is a new profession here in Uganda and it's not well known. Actually, an actuary uses past data to quantify risk. As custodians of organization funds, professions in this field exude lots of monetary power. And as such, their salary is also impressive depending on an organization or volume of revenue the firm makes. Actually, science is a small profession in Uganda, but that does not influence their salary, as they are paid well. In fact, qualified actually earn more than most CEOs in Uganda. However, to qualify as an actuary, more than a degree in actuarial science is needed. The most ideal courses include professional certification from a Society of Actuaries or Institute of Actuaries. Top insurance companies and actuarial firms pay actuaries up to around 15 million Ugandan shillings. Then in number 10, we have construction manager. A construction manager is an individual who supervises and oversees construction sites. In Uganda, those in this line of field are on demand because the country is still developing, and thus they play a critical role in Uganda, which is why they earn better than most workers here in Uganda. Most construction managers have a degree in civil engineering, building engineering, or architecture. Latest figures show that they earn an average of 4 million per month. Then in number 9, we have financial analysts. Financial analysts manage people and businesses. They look at performance of various types of investments and advise people on future investments. They provide guidance to businesses and individuals making investment decisions. They also assess the performance of stock, bonds, and other types of investments. Whether it's through stock markets, bonds, or other investments, financial analysts are money experts, and at the end of the day, they write reports and work with broad range of people and financial institutions. To become a financial analyst, you must have a bachelor's degree in accounting and finance, statistics, economics, business administration, and many other related fields. To be a top financial analyst, you must be chartered, which is a tough course. After completing the professional certification, you are more marketable to top companies. Their starting salary is 8 million, and after years of experience, they earn up to 20 million per month. Then in number 8, we have software engineering. As the new world is becoming more computerized, software engineering was one of the recently introduced courses after information technology and computer science. Being a new field in the country, the few software developers in Uganda are smiling all the way to the bank thanks to the many contracts they secure from the government and the private sector. So if you have interest in digital world, you might as well consider this job. To be a software engineer here in Uganda, you must study a bachelor's of software engineering for 3 years in one of the following universities: Makerere University, 𝐵𝐔𝐇, Cavendish University, and so many others who have introduced this course. An experienced software engineer and someone who is capable of developing applications earns between 10 to 40 million Ugandan shillings monthly. Number 7, we have marketing directors. Marketing involves the use of any valuable strategy to persuade and convince people to buy a product or a service. There are different ways in which marketing can be done nowadays. It's beyond the traditional method of carrying goods from one location to another in search of buyers. Marketing directors are responsible for planning, organizing, estimating, and promoting businesses related on the customer, competitor, and company analysis. They are in charge of increasing revenue of an organization, and they are also paid well for this reason. To become a marketing director, you must have a bachelor's degree in business, marketing, communication, or any related field. Most of them, their salary ranges from 1.6 to 5.5 million depending on an organization. Some earn slightly low and some earn way higher than that figure. So it all depends on an organization which is hiring them. Number 6, we have Chief Executive Officers. CEOs are primarily responsible for the success or failure of an organization. Their huge pay is due to the vast scope of impact as well as the risks involved. Therefore, to be a CEO of a company, you must possess several years of professional experience with high academic qualifications, dedication, innovativeness, and hard work to get to a height where you earn more. Their duties include delegation, directing agendas, driving profitability, and managing companies' overall operation. Majority of CEOs earn around 20 million per month depending on the company which is hiring them. Then in number 5, we have accountants. One of the most in-demand professions here in the country are accountants. Accountants can work in insurance companies, they can work as chief finance officers, cashiers, and tellers in the banks. Accountants are saddled with the responsibility of examining and preparing financial reports. Chartered accountants are also responsible for ensuring that financial records are accurate and filed on time. Skills that earn accountants more money include budget management, evaluation, management auditing, financial analysis, good decision making, organization skills, critical thinking, and computer literacy. To start off their career, they need to have a bachelor's degree in accounting from an accredited university, and to be more marketable, they need to add on additional papers like SCCA or CPA. Junior and assistant accountants in the country are not paid well, but senior accountants, those who have served the country for quite very long, earn between 4 to 10 million, depending on the company which is hiring them. Then in number 4, we have lawyers. Lawyers offer legal advice to clients or present individuals and businesses in legal matters. A lawyer is a person who is licensed to practice law and whose main obligation is to uphold the law as well as protecting the rights of their clients. Lawyers in Uganda take 4 years at university studying law and followed by a postgraduate diploma in legal practice at Law Development Center. Most lawyers earn between 3 to 10 million depending on the company they are working for. Other senior lawyers earn amount way more than that one which has been stated. Then in number 3, we have judges. Being a judge is one of the most respectable professions here in the country. They simply preside over the proceeding and see that order is maintained here in the country. On top of that, they provide instructions to juries prior to the deliberations, and in case of bench trials, judges must decide the facts of the case and make a ruling. To be a judge here in the country, you must hold a bachelor's degree in law and a postgraduate diploma in legal practice at the Law Development Center in Kampala. And to get the position of the judge, most of them are appointed by the president of the country. These people who hold these offices enjoy a lot of benefits here in the country, which range from insurance, security, and a very good salary. Their salary goes up to 20 million monthly, and when they are retiring, most of them retire with the same amount of money they have been working for. Position is a very good one if you can land it here in the country. Then in number 2 we have doctors. Uganda has over 10 medical schools and they are producing doctors year after year. Despite all this, their demand keeps on increasing daily, and due to the emergency of new illnesses like COVID-19, the need for doctors has skyrocketed here in the country due to the fact that there are more doctors needed to take care of critical care centers here in the country. Now, to study medicine here in the country, you need to go for 5 years at a medical school and 1 year of internship. Just being a general doctor, you might not get a lot of money here in the country, but if you advance and become a specialist, let me say a surgeon or a cardiologist, you'll be earning a lot of money. Most of these guys earn between 7 to 20 million depending on the facility which is hiring them. Then in number 1 we have pilots. Probably the only career on this list which involves some kind of excitement. Nevertheless, pilots undergo rigorous training programs and they are responsible for the safety of thousands of people every day. To be a pilot will draw some sweat from your body, but the truth is the course is highly rewarding. In Uganda, piloting is the only profession with the highest salary and job security. One of the most discouraging things about this profession or career is that people from the poor background have no chance in this career because it is very costly and very expensive to get into their training. We have only one flying school here in Uganda, and majority of people who want to study this course need to go abroad. An experienced pilot who is a captain earns around 25 Ghana shillings, and if you get a chance of working in a private aviation company, most of them are paid on an hourly basis, which is very good money. So those are the 12 highest paying jobs here in Uganda. So if you have anything you want to comment, or if you have any career you want to add on this tutorial, don't hesitate to make your comment right there in the comment section.